So everybody, on behalf of Lisa and I, my wife and I,
goodbye cold, goodbye rain.
I just want to say, obviously, huge thank you to everybody who's made it out here to our special day.
I'm headed out west with my headphones on, holding a flat with a song in the back of my soul that no one knows. I just found out a ghost left town.
Thanks for taking all those long flights, short flights, early taxi rides, shuttle buses, transfers, carrying baggage in the rain. Just thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You know, it's you give me your time, money, effort, and love to be here, and that truly touches us, and we thank you eternally for this. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I just found out a ghost left town. The Queen of California is stepping down.
I'll tell you about the traditions that when you have a wedding in Italy, whether it's the groom or the bride, they shout out bacio, kiss, bacio, 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 and these two kiss each other. And if you carry on doing it, they're not going to have anything to eat. They're just going to keep kissing.
I have known Enzo for 25 years, which is about 3 years longer than he has known me. You see, in our hometown of Aberystwyth, Enzo was a bit of a local celebrity. He was the best footballer, the fastest runner, the longest jumper, and had the exotic edge of his Italian heritage, which made him a hit with the ladies. He had a bright future ahead of him and was destined for fantastic things. Unfortunately for Enzo, he started secondary school and met me. It was all downhill from there, Enzo.
California is a stepping down, down, down. Get down.
When I first met Lisa, I just moved from Michigan to LA, and I didn't really know that much, and Lisa opened my eyes to so many amazing experiences, and she always just comes up with the most creative, fun things to do. We had just started working after our internship, and we had about 5 other female coworkers, and Lisa thought it'd be a great idea if we all go to the Korean spa together. So at the Korean spa, you're just naked the whole time. They give you a little towel. You get massaged on a table next to another naked person, and everyone's just naked. So needless to say, it was a really good way for our 5 coworkers who had only known each other for a few weeks to get very, very comfortable together.
Lisa has always been my guiding light and my role model. We walked down this journey of life together, and we truly discovered who we are together. Lisa was always the most put together one, and always one step ahead of everybody in our group. Lisa was the first to get a job out of college out of everybody, and Lisa was the first to buy a house before any of us even knew what an interest rate was. Lisa was always unconventionally Lisa, and that's what we all love about her. And now she is the first, again, to find true love.
I just want to say a big thank you to our parents. Lisa and I would be nowhere without you guys. Your support, honestly, emotionally, financially, is overwhelming, and thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. To our wonderful mothers, mamma, grazie per tutto. Satomi-san, I remember when I wanted to speak to Satomi so I could propose to Lisa, I set up a Skype interview with Satomi-san. And Lisa was out, got myself ready, set it up, managed to get my words out, asked the question.
I just wanna love you when the going's tough. I just wanna hold you when you're not enough. I just wanna give you everything I got. I do. I don't know.
And before I even finished the question, Satomi-san started crying. And I was terrified because I thought these were tears of sadness. But hopefully I think they were tears of joy. So, Satomi-san, 本当にありがとうございます。
We're gathered here today to celebrate love Lisa and Enzo have for each other and to give recognition to their decision to commit their lives to and accept each other completely, to learn how to help and understand each other and together to travel through life. They met in Japan back in 2011 on a very noble life-supporting mission, and it seemed like their own life had been divided into before and after since then. Everything that happened before seemed still important yet different, and everything after seemed new but truly complete. They are to each other a healer of the heart, a mender of the emotions, and a source of solitude for the spirit. Both of them are able to simply love one another and show it through everything they do for one another, how they treat each other, how they listen to, and even how they tease each other childishly. Because love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, and endures all things.
Just a few words to Lisa's family. 本当にありがとうございます。リサの家族、イタリアに滞在中はぜひ、本当この美しい国はもう満喫し楽しんでいただきたいと思ってあります。リサさんは本当に素晴らしい方です。皆様も大変彼女を誇りに思われていることでしょう。皆様にお会いすることができ、本当にありがたく、嬉しく思います。
Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other.
Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be champion to the other.
Treat yourself and each other with respect, and remind yourself often of what brought you together.
When frustration, difficult, and fear assail your relationship, remember to focus on what is right between you, so you can ride out the storms when the clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives.
May happiness be your companion, and your days together be good and long upon the earth.
And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and delight.
The woman who stands by your side is about to become your wife. Your life and love will be Lisa's greatest source of joy. So I ask you, Enzo, will you have Lisa to be your wife? Will you love her and cherish her? Will you always uphold her and encourage her? Will you be loyal to her and true? Will you honor her all her days and be respectful of her? And will you promise to always bestow upon her your heart's deepest devotion?
I will.
Will you have Enzo to be your husband? Will you love him and cherish him? Will you always uphold him and encourage him? Will you be loyal to him and true? Will you honor him all his days and be respectful of him? And will you promise to always bestow upon him your heart's deepest devotion?
I will.
I, Lisa, give myself to you, Enzo,
I, Lisa, give myself to you, Enzo,
completely and unconditionally,
completely and unconditionally,
I, Enzo, take you, Lisa,
to be my best friend
to be my best friend
and my wife,
and my wife.
with my heart,
with my heart,
my hands and my words.
my hands and my words.
I will be yours
I will be yours
in times of plenty and in times of need.
in times of plenty and in times of need.
I will respect you and protect you
I will respect you and protect you
in times of sickness and in times of health,
In times of sickness and in times of health.
in sunshine and in rain,
in sunshine and in rain,
In times of joy and in times of sadness.
in joy and in pain,
In times of failure and in times of victory.
in plenty and in need.
I promise to cherish and respect you
I will be your wife
and to faithfully stay with you
so long as we both shall live.
for the rest of my life.
Dear family and friends, it is my privilege to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Enzo Lisa Caffarelli. You may kiss the bride.
Let the surface fade and the silence heal. I'll keep this photo safe till my dying day. We're all fading. I'll go on you. I'll go on you when these eyes are wide and the heart is still. I'll go find you.
Enzo is truly amazing in so many different ways. Not only is he genuine, caring, selfless, and giving, but he also makes the best pizza in all of London.
You know Lisa, you know she's the most generous, amazing person, and all she wants is for other people to be having a great experience and be having fun. So if you guys are having fun tonight, then I know it'll just make Lisa so happy because that's all she wants.
And so you have made Lisa a happier and better version of herself, and I do not know two people who are more perfect together.
I just feel so honored to have been able to stand up at your wedding, and even though you live in London now and it's really far and I miss you all the time, it's really comforting to know that you're with someone who you're madly in love with. With that, I just would like to raise a glass to the beautiful bride and the handsome groom. You guys are incredible.
When I first met Enzo at university, my first impression of him was, God, this guy's really cool, like so cool.
I'm now going to talk about the first time I met Lisa, which was on a cold February morning.
He had these long brown sort of like flare-like trousers.
The week earlier I'd been on holiday and Enzo had taken the opportunity to stay at my place and show his new American friend around the city of London.
And like every sort of pair of shoes he wore were, I can only describe it as Jesus sandals. But the one thing you did notice about Enzo was his incredible work ethic. If he wasn't in the library, he was always in Dan's room, coincidentally, which is next door to my room as well. So they must have been working really, really hard on their science experiments. because every time I walk past, there's like a cloud of smoke coming everywhere. Enzo, what degree did you do again? Psychology. Okay.
On meeting her, I could see that she's beautiful, intelligent, and had an abundance of dry wit that's often missing in our American counterparts. Enzo, we've been through a lot together. You are literally a brother to me, which means that I now have a new sister-in-law and a whole other family.
Lisa, I think the first time we met you all, we all knew how lucky Enzo was. You were bright, charismatic, and incredibly warm-hearted. In the time that we've known you, you made such an impression on all of us that you've seamlessly fitted in as if we've known you all our lives. Whenever I get asked about Enzo's face on the posters, I try and describe him as this sort of pizza entrepreneur, well-travelled man, and also that incredibly hairy. He's the most hairiest man you'll ever meet, trust me. However, I always finish a sentence who's generally one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your entire life. And I think all of our friends will vouch for that as well.
Lisa, feels amazing to call you my wife now. You look breathless, and I'm so lucky to have you. Breathless, you take my breath away. So about 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, Lisa and I met in Japan. We were volunteering after a horrible disaster that occurred in Japan. But towards the end of the volunteering, I was packing my bags and getting ready to go, and Lisa came up to me and she said, "So we're probably not going to see each other, right?" And I just said, "C'est la vie." Lisa still ridicules me to this day for that because A, here we are in life, and B, it's one of them cheesy French phrases that British people like to use. Well, Lisa, it is just life, but you are my life, and that's what counts.
The next bit, Lisa, this is the hard bit. If you can give me just a few seconds to say what Louisa and I are feeling, and this is from the heart, because you've been an absolute gem. We love you very, very much. And you know, you and Enzo together, when we come down to see you, you're always there for us, and you're just absolutely lovely. Satomi, thank you ever so much for Lisa. A member of our family now, and it's absolutely lovely. She's charming, she's got a lovely attitude, character, it's fantastic, and we love her very much. And any help you need, any care, you know, don't be afraid to ask. That's what we're there for. So, you know, please. I'm trying to find words now. I'm struggling. So no. Honestly, don't you think she looks beautiful? I think she looks absolutely beautiful.
Guys, if you could all get your glasses, we'll raise a toast to my beautiful wife. To Lisa.
Won't you let me down? Won't you let